We are recording. Okay. Uh, Screens on podcast, Madhav Rahul. Um, so
Keep
since
our intros short, very short.
there's a joke there somewhere, I just can't find it right
No, that's
now.
not a joke. That's just a fact. That was the intro. Usually, the thing is when you watch some like other YouTube shows and all, you'll find like timestamps hota hai na, and you'll find like
Hmm,
intro some like 3 minutes.
three
Like what
minutes,
is this?
yeah.
Like just 3 minutes of animation and intro. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Blah blah blah. It's been 15 seconds since I last saw you in my last video, guys. Shit. Unless you checked out my exclusive Vine, so it's just weird. Anyway,
So yeah, we you know who we are. Hopefully,
hopefully.
you know what this is. So yeah, and as always, we are now out of content to talk about. So we thought, chalo news karte hain because that's the only thing that's like changing, kind of.
Yeah.
So yeah, just gonna go over some topics we found. One huge topic and some other small ones. Let's just get into it. What was first on the agenda?
You decide. You're the host this week
Uh,
on this episode.
I don't know why this responsibility has been thrown on me all of a sudden. Um, okay, so let's just start with this. Get this out of the way. Witcher anime series.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so Witcher has an anime series. Next topic. So apparently Netflix was like so uh, loving the success of the Witcher series that
Mm.
now they're making an anime series on it. Um, it's is the name this The Witcher Nightmare of the Wolf?
Let me check the. Because it's been a hot minute since I checked the any development on the anime.
Hmm.
It's called. Wait, Nightmare of the Wolf. Yup.
Nightmare of the Wolf, right? And it's not adapting the book straight up because it's a spin-off of the live action show.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's basically been revealed because Netflix has a placeholder page for them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it will focus on Geralt's mentor Vesemir.
Yeah.
Young Vesemir was teased in the final episode of the. Oh, okay, that was spoiled for me because I haven't seen the show.
That's how you start a show.
That's fine.
Get some
I've
energy into everyone.
you know how much I don't care about the show. I would have seen it right now otherwise. Whatever, fuck it. Voiced by Divergent actor Theo James.
Okay. So that must be a very young Vesemir then.
Yeah, but I'm thinking voice wise. Do you remember Divergent?
Theo James. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, yeah, I know this guy.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
How do you think that casting fits?
It's an anime series. I mean, the thing is, Vesemir obviously like the most fresh image of these characters is in our minds is from The Witcher 3. So any casting or news that comes from the show
Will
or the
obviously
anime,
be compared to that.
yeah, we'll always compare to that. But yeah, I guess it's fine. Like I really don't have any uh like expectations is the wrong word because saying that is kind of a negative connotation, but I'll
Hmm.
just see whenever it drops, I'll just check it out. It's kind of like that.
And then you will tell me how it is, and then I won't watch it.
Yeah,
So,
precisely.
uh, there is a live action prequel series in development
Yeah, yeah.
of The Witcher called The Witcher Blood Origin,
Blood
which is set
Origin.
1200 years before Geralt's time as a sword wielding monster slayer. It will tell the origin story of how the witches were created. That's
Yep.
interesting. So they're basically Netflix is doing with Witcher what Star Wars did with Mando.
Yeah,
कि
sort of. I
Mando
mean,
अच्छा चल गया, so we're gonna launch all these new like set in the same universe type shows.
yeah. I mean, we're kind of living in this age of like the streaming wars, but this super high demand for content. So just
Yeah,
launching one movie or one show isn't cutting it these days for most of the, like For me it is, but like apparently the numbers would say otherwise. That's why they're doing it. So like you take this, or you take something like Army of the Dead, which is Zack Snyder's next movie, right, or Netflix. So they're already doing a prequel and an anime series of that, also by Netflix. Yeah, yeah. So film isn't even out yet, but they've started shooting the prequel and they're doing an anime of that. Kind of the same case here. So I guess like even after that Disney show, that Disney announcement thing where they announced like 12 things out of one property for
Yeah.
12 properties, Netflix kind of got the cue. Okay, fine, we need to make some shit. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. If it's good. Now the thing is, whatever they make, it has to stand out really well, because as more and more of these streaming services come alive, we're gonna get more content than ever. In this, like we've never really been in a space like this in pop culture till now, where it's almost too much of everything. So too
Yeah,
much
it is.
of a show you love or a character you like. So there's like 5 spin-offs of that comic book series, or like revivals of old shows. Like talking about HBO Max, right, which we'll talk about later in the show. So there's too much content, and that's the only thing that kind of worries me, is that in the sea of content, I'd rather have one good show than 5 mediocre ones.
Yeah, I'm so worried about dilution.
Yeah. So Witcher,
Okay.
talking about Witcher, right? So uh, it's good that like the first season did well enough that they were able to greenlight a second. In fact, the second season was greenlit before season one even premiered. So Netflix was
Oh,
clearly
really?
very happy with it. Yeah, it happens a lot of times with Netflix. Not just
Mm.
Netflix, like with networks also, but Netflix especially, because there's just such a demand for content, right? So uh, with Witcher, they obviously want it to be like the next Game of Thrones, not in terms of like the exact content, but in terms of influence, in terms of
Yeah.
mass appeal. So, and even HBO, even Game of Thrones is getting its own like prequels and spin-offs and all that.
Yeah, there are like four different
Yeah,
prequels coming. HBO has said so.
yeah. So I guess like when you're Netflix and you have such a well-known, well-beloved property like Witcher, I guess you kind of have to do it. So we'll just see, and we can only hope it's good.
Yeah, we really can only hope it's good. Um, yeah, and yeah, I guess that's it for Witcher. And wait, I just realized I didn't.
Exactly.
Uh,
I was gonna comment on that. Why haven't West?
uh,
It's like it's not really a Marvel movie if Stanley is not in it, right? So it's kind of like that. So
uh,
that's kind
next topic.
that that's exactly what's in the whiteboard of every streaming services headquarters right now. What the fuck do we do now? अब क्या बनाना है? So good
Over
one.
making this new season of this show. 5 more seasons we will greenlight. Uh, it's sickening here at this point.
Yeah.
Just make something, see if it's good. Okay, hair demand for content, dude. People are gonna keep rewatching shit. You're Netflix.
Hmm.
You're not going anywhere. Chill.
Also, I just
Uh,
read somewhere that Netflix is kind of out of the debt they were in, which was which were in like billions of
I
dollars,
like
right?
yeah, yeah. Really? They
So
paid it off?
they're like on the way to like get out of the debt, or they're already out of the debt, or something. I just read something along those lines. So that would speak to the
I mean, I can imagine revenue or whatever must have increased in pandemic because what the
yeah,
hell
yeah,
else are
yeah,
people doing?
yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
Witcher
yeah,
anime, Witcher prequel, it's
which are
crazy.
prequel. It's
Right now, I'm just hoping that Witcher season two is a better show overall. Like Witcher season one was fine; it was relatively good, but it had some issues of its own. So just
mm,
make a really good season two, and then we'll see how you do with the other stuff. But they're doing it all at the same time, so like, what can we say?
I just want Witcher 4.
Oh, see you in 2030.
But I'll probably still have this computer. I'll be like, नहीं यार, नहीं चाहिए RGB यार. Okay, next topic. Heroes Reborn is a new comic series which is coming by Marvel, and this intrigued me because correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen this before. A trailer, like a proper animated trailer
Hmm.
for a comic book series.
Yeah,
I
it,
have
it
never seen
happens
this
all the
before.
time. Yeah.
Really?
Wait, I'll just check it out once. Heroes, Reborn, Avengers trailer. Right. 2 days ago. Oh yeah. This thing happens quite a lot. Yeah, I've seen stuff like this. They're basically taking panels from the comic, sort of.
And just sort of adding a bit of motion to it.
Yeah.
So technically, it's animated. Um, so yeah, this basically is doing the what if thing that Marvel is already doing,
Hmm.
where but it's just one scenario where what if the Avengers never assembled,
Hmm.
and it follows Black Lightning. I forgot
That's
who's the
DC.
main. Sorry,
Which
not
guy?
Black Lightning. Fuck.
Black
What's his
Bolt.
name? It for Black Skull. Blade.
Black Skull.
Can you tell I'm sleepy? uh,
Black
and I had
Lightning.
the idea to do this episode today. Fucking.
The new movie featuring Black Jesus by
There
Marvel
is
Studios.
there. I'm reading. There's something fiercest enemies like Doctor Juggernaut, Black Skull, Silver Witch, and Thanos with his Infinity Rings. Rings.
I have no clue because the thing is,
Uh,
at this point, right, comic books have had such a huge history of so many permutations of stories that
Timelines and
that
different
yeah, so
universes
like
and
nothing really surprises me anymore in the comics because anything can happen. Literally any universe,
literally anything can
anything can
happen. Yeah,
happen. So
there is Peter Porker, bro.
clearly the best Spider-Man or Spider thing
Best.
out there. It's such a shame that Marvel Studios is
Totally.
such cowards that they haven't given Peter Parker his own live action
Just
movie.
they're
Come on,
such pussies.
yeah.
Complete
Sony beat
pussies.
Marvel Studios on one thing. Come on, like
Sony,
when Sony beats you to something, then you're fucking up.
then
So
you really need to like buck up.
mhm.
That and they also cast Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man. So
Oh yeah,
Sony has beaten them in two things.
yes,
And a female Spider-Man.
and the Black Spider-Man.
And Sony is like, dude, Spider-Verse is just the best thing ever made.
Yep.
Um yeah, so Marvel just needs to buck up. They need to stop doing comics with Black Skull. Blade is the one man alive who seems to remember the entire world for somehow
Of
uh
course he does.
who remembers the entire world before.
So it's a
And
multiverse thing or like a
yeah, of
time
course
travel
it's a
thing.
multiverse thing.
Everything is a multiverse
It's
thing.
a I think it's more of like a Flashpoint thing where it's like an alternate time because it's literally what if the Avengers never assembled. So it's like an alternate timeline.
Yeah, which is a
Uh,
multiverse thing.
where
I
only
mean,
one, which is
everything is a multiverse thing if it's
that
its own
word is also
universe.
so become so saturated for me now. Everything
How?
is just multiverse. Like we get it. Multiverse exists. Aa jayega. Chill
Huh,
mano.
but we haven't had any proper live action content
And the
working with
demand is so
multiverse.
high. What I'm saying is because that demand is so high, everything is just even the like tiniest detail is like, oh, multiverse is happening, multiverse. Okay, fine, ho
What?
jayega.
With what
There is an
example?
entire everything with the Spider-Man recasts. Recast bol raha hu, returning casts or
Huh,
whatever.
but we haven't seen that yet. So like,
Yeah, but
you're complaining about a
every
concept.
theory,
It's like saying,
every like the I'm saying all just basically people's reactions to things is what's annoying me. Everything
you're
is
saying
multiverse.
you're saying people are annoying you. Like what? Where were you the last like 20 years or so? Like of your existence?
Not
कहाँ था तू?
not doing a podcast where I had to like interact with this shit. Um so yeah, there is the comic is happening. Cool. Um, Next topic, I guess.
Why did we even talk
Uh,
about that comic? Because comics mein crazy shit happens all the time. So it's not even a
no,
surprise.
like I said, because it's the first time I've seen a trailer for a comic.
My God, you've been living in a hole.
I was just like rewatching
Next
Office
thing
for
you're
the
gonna
past two
say is
years,
you've
bro.
never read a comic.
ज़्यादा हो रहा है. Okay, hello.
Auto.
Please. Uh, okay, next. This is actually interesting. Two new anime shows are in development
Hmm.
for the streaming service Netflix. Kong Skull Island spin-off and a Tomb Raider series based on the video game trilogy.
Hmm. Have you?
I'm not
I
excited for the Kong Skull Island thing.
I've
Uh,
never seen
because
Kong
while I
Skull Island.
think good, um, don't.
Yeah, we'll
I
talk
think
more
this
about.
joke has already been made like a
Yeah,
thousand times, but I'm
yeah.
still gonna say it. It should have been renamed Kong Dull Island.
I haven't seen the
So
movie, so I
boring.
never interacted with any of the memes and also cool.
It's so boring. It's so fucking boring. Which is why
Anime
I'm not really excited
series.
for the spin-off. Because I
Hmm.
think while it'll be like cool visually and all, I think it may come off more as Batman Ninja. Where it's like
Okay,
really
so
like exciting and stuff, but I'm not really looking forward to like a well-written show or something.
I'm reading through the Netflix tweet from Powerhouse Animation, which is doing the show, and they have done. I think they've done. Okay, they've done Star Child, Castlevania, okay, and some other stuff. Castlevania, I've heard decent things about it, so that's fine. Like they have a track record. And the other thing is the Tomb Raider anime series, right? Uh,
Hmm.
so Tomb Raider is a new anime series from Legendary following Lara Croft after the events of the video game reboot trilogy. So it's gonna take
Oh.
place after Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which came out what last year or last to last year, I think,
Yeah,
which was not
recently.
good. Not good. The first two
Uh,
Tomb Raider reboots were
yeah,
so good.
apparently it wasn't good.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't.
haven't played it yet, but yeah, the Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider were fucking awesome.
Yeah, they were really cool.
So good. Um, so this was basically the Dark Knight trilogy.
Shit. God.
um,
Yeah.
so
Also,
the
more about Tomb Raider, right? So, Tomb Raider 2 with Alicia Vikander just got a director slash writer, right? Just recently that came out.
who is it?
So, yeah, I'm just checking out. I'm forgetting. Tomb Raider 2. Yeah, sequel lands a new director. So, I think the previous director dropped out. Lovecraft Country showrunner Misha Green. Have you seen Lovecraft Country? I haven't
I've
seen
never
it.
even heard of Lovecraft Country.
I've heard good things about it. I just like don't know what it is and all. Whatever. So that show's showrunner Misha Green has landed the job. Uh, so this is from Collider. Deadline reports. Okay, wow. This is from Deadline. Reports Green will make a feature directing debut and write the script on Tomb Raider sequel, which will bring back Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft. Anything else?
Did you watch the Tomb Raider movie?
Yeah, I have seen it. It was fine. It was decent. Like as far as video game movies go, it was good.
That's saying a lot. Okay,
Yeah, it was
that's
actually
cool.
relatively fun until like I didn't like the third act much. Like the direction they went, they it kind of took the first game of the reboot trilogy and adapted that. Like adapted many elements from that. So like
Hmm.
the her like costume is very similar to the one in that game.
Yeah,
The
I saw that.
environment is kind of similar in like a island jungle kind of
Yeah,
state.
like very adventurous setting,
Yeah, then that
basically.
movie was just fine. Like it was not bad. Like I'll,
Hmm.
which is saying a lot for video game adaptations.
Which, yeah,
Did तेरा AC on किया क्या?
yeah.
Oh, this is speaking of bad. Hold up.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Um,
Filter skin.
well, I can't increase the fan because that will also.
No, I'm seeing. Okay, wait, nice gate. That should work. Say something.
Hi, hello.
बोल बोल एक कोई रीडर सेंटेंस.
A shipwrecked crew, an island of monsters, one king to rule them all.
ओके आई डोंट नो व्हाई. पता नहीं क्या होगा इससे. बट गॉड. ओके फाइन. यू नो व्हाट 5 मिनट बाद बंद कर देना. इट्स फाइन.
Okay, yeah, cool.
या या दैट्स फाइन.
Um, okay, so yeah, the monster verse is just being expanded apparently because it's a spin-off and it's gonna be part of the monsterverse or whatever. And yeah, and Tomb Raider new stuff coming. I haven't played the third one, so I don't really know if the story should continue, if there's a
Yeah,
need
it's
for
fine. Like
this.
they didn't really end the
Uh,
story. They kind of leave it in a way that she can do other adventures as well.
that though they're obviously going to. It's not going to be like an Arkham ending or something. But yeah, like, was there a demand? Like, you're more into the video game community. Was there a demand for this?
No, and I just think uh, okay, no, Netflix is not doing the Tomb Raider movie because that would make sense then. Like if they were producing Tomb Raider 2, then it would make sense they're also doing a animated project on the side. But no, they're not. So
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know what happened, but yeah, it's fine. I just think it's more about everyone's hungry for content, like in terms of producing content. So I guess also I think it would most likely coincide uh, with the release of the movie. Like that would be a smart move. So that could be possible. Who knows? But
possible,
that
possible.
seems like a likely thing that could happen. Like that could just debut just to bolster
Yeah,
up the interest in
hype.
the brand in general.
Yeah.
Because the game sure as shit haven't done that since the third one.
Actually, I don't even remember that much hype for the third game.
There wasn't because what happened was the first two games were done by
Square
Crystal
Enix
Dynamics. Square Enix was the publisher. Crystal Dynamics was the developer.
was the. Oh, okay.
Hmm. And then Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal, I think they collaborated together or something. But then for the third game, Crystal Dynamics went on to work on Avengers, and Tomb Raider. They gave it to Eidos Montreal, I think, and one of Square Enix's own studio development teams. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a good deal in any front, was it? Now,
They did Avengers?
yeah.
Moving on.
Hmm.
Superman and Lois.
Hmm.
You're clearly more excited about this, Yuko.
Yeah, so CW released a new trailer for Superman and Lois TV show, which takes place after Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, which took place like last year, and it follows Tyler Hoechlin Superman and the actress Lois Lane. I don't remember the actress, but she does a pretty good job, and it's gonna follow their life uh, and let me just rephrase, right? So during the Crisis on Infinite crossover, at that point they were just a couple. They had just, I think, married, and they were planning on moving on to Smallville or something. But after the
Hmm.
crossover, because things have shifted, they revealed that they now have kids. Like Superman doesn't know about it, so he just kind of hears, like, after the whole multiverse thing, whatever happens, he just hears that, okay, fine, I have two boys now. And so this show takes that idea and runs with it. So they have two teenage boys who apparently don't know that their father is Superman. That's what they're gonna learn during the show. At least that's what the
Uh,
trailer
that's what the
tells us.
trailer. Yeah.
And the thing is, I wasn't really excited about this show like when I heard about it before the trailer came out, because it's the CW. And like I love that guy as Superman. I love Tyler Hoechlin as Superman. If there's one good thing that has come out of the Supergirl show, it's that Superman. Okay. He's really
He
good. That guy
seems.
deserves a
Yeah,
movie.
he seems cool.
That guy deserves a movie of his own. Uh, so yeah. So two things happened, right? A, Warner Brothers is currently not really. interested in a Superman feature film, because if they were, we would have gotten an announcement much earlier. Like we wouldn't be getting, we sure as hell would be getting a second Superman movie before a second Suicide Squad movie. But apparently the
Wasn't
studio,
wasn't Batman v Superman technically the sequel?
yeah, but I mean like a true standalone Superman movie, like a Man of
Superman.
Steel
Okay,
2.
yeah. Man. Okay,
So,
yeah.
and of course, like there's a whole situation with Warner Brothers, and also I guess this is why, and also because Warner Brothers got a new management, right, who is more interested in like letting every division try out new things. Because previously what was happening was, if they were trying out something with a character in the movies, they would not allow that character to appear in the shows, even though they were different universes, which kind of beat the purpose of making a different universe.
Of making a, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess so now we're getting Superman and Lois, and when I saw the trailer, I kind of lost my mind, because just the
Yes,
budget
I
on the
I
show,
remember your
it
reaction.
it
It does
looks
look very high
incredible.
budget. It looks
And
yeah.
then I read into it, and apparently HBO Max has put in some money into it, so which explains the increased budget. And but more than that, what surprised me was, even though this is that like the CW Superman, this looks very much like very similar to like a Man of Steel in terms of tone and style.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It
So,
looks like all the Superman at his house scenes in Justice League, like on the
hmm,
farm.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Uh, so I saw this trailer about half an hour ago. Uh, okay, I should start by saying I have zero interest in the CW shows. I tried watching first episode of Gotham and Arrow, मुझसे नहीं हुआ, so I just haven't been following them.
Hmm.
Uh, whatever. This also, uh, I am not going to follow. Not because it's like bad or something. Okay, here's what interests me. The trailer is positioning it more as a drama than a superhero show, because there
Hmm.
is a lot of focus on the problems they're going through as a family, the as what they have to deal with as parents,
Yeah.
rather than as superhero and damsel in distress,
Hmm.
which is what Lois is most of the time. Uh, so yeah, there's it seemed more like, actually, dude, if you cut out the Superman shots, this
Hmm.
would totally come off as like a family drama,
A very
like
dark family drama.
a very dark family drama, but like not like melodramatic like This Is Us or
Haha.
something. But you get what I'm saying, no?
Hmm, hmm, hmm. I get that.
He There was very little supermaning in this trailer for a series based around Superman. And I think that's why, no, I think that's what they're going for, because they have named it Superman and Lois,
Hmm.
not just Man of Steel or uh, Weakness is Kryptonite Man or something. Uh, so if they can have some substance over there, I would be glad. And I
Yeah.
might actually check it out then, because that's the main reason I haven't checked out the other CW shows. They just look too superhero y in a bad way.
Okay. Okay. No, I get
Uh,
that. So I've followed the Arrowverse really closely.
hmm,
I just I didn't watch Supergirl season 2. Even like season 1, I watched like halfway through, because after a certain point, I felt like there was just too many shows to follow. Right. So the main backbones were Arrow and Flash. Then we got Supergirl. Then Legends of Tomorrow came along.
hmm.
Uh, and there was Black Lightning, which is very lightly connected. Like Black Lightning took place in a different universe
You're
compared to this thing.
forgetting such an important one.
कौन सा?
I'm
Which
gonna
one?
let you figure it out.
Oh, bad, fucking Batwoman.
Yes.
Yeah. So that kind of tells you the quality of the show. Also, like
If
Constantine.
anyone is curious about the show, please just watch the first episode. I
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
heard that it like gets slightly better,
Hmm.
than the pilot, but that's not saying much if you've seen
Yeah.
the pilot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please
So
watch the pilot.
I mainly followed Arrow and Flash, and even when the other shows came along, I saw a little bit of the other shows, but like mainly it's those two shows I followed very much. So Crisis on Infinite Earths was so much fun. Like I had a lot of fun. Of course, it's a CW show,
Hmm.
so there's gonna be some drama and bullshit like that, and like certain episodes are filler and all that. That is fine. I can live with that. In terms of just the amount of stories and content I've gotten with the Flash, which is I think they're running in the sixth or seventh season now.
Yeah.
So like they have covered pretty much everything the Flash feature film can cover, like in one movie, right? So they have covered pretty much every story thread. Like they've covered multiverse, they've covered alternate superheroes, like
Flashpoint.
alternate version of. They've covered Flashpoint. They did Crisis on Infinite Earth, which is basically
Hmm.
DC's biggest event ever.
Yeah.
So, and now this show. Now, one interesting thing is, since it looks like HBO Max has put in some money, and HBO Max is hungry for content, this show might get repurposed into an HBO Max show and not a CW show from the looks of it. Because
It's premiering on HBO Max.
no, it's not premiering on HBO Max. It's a CW show, but because like CW, HBO Max, it's all owned by Warner, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
Warner has seen that there's a demand for Superman content, but like for some
Hmm.
reason they just haven't decided upon a standalone Superman movie, right? So like there were rumors that JJ Abrams might have like inked a deal with them. He has inked a deal with them, but not specifically for DC. But there were rumors that he might be penned to direct a Superman movie with or without Cavill. Like these are still rumors, but this show is really interesting in the fact that if they do decide, like if they see like the numbers are really good for the first season, right? HBO Max, they very well might repurpose this show into a HBO Max show, and basically and kind of distance it from the CW universe by making it a little bit more mature, giving it more budget, and then you can finally say that we have Superman content on our streaming service, and it is like
That's
movie quality.
good.
Yeah. So that I feel like is the eventual path that this show is on, provided if the first season does well and all. But like clearly HBO
Hmm.
Max is interested in it. That's why this looks so good. Like it looks like they actually put in some money that a Superman show should deserve. So
Yeah, this
I'm
does
interested.
seem more high budget than whatever I have seen of the rest of the CW shows.
It is.
The
Yeah.
rest of it just looks like slightly more expensive cosplay. I'm sorry. I
that
don't know
is
if that's
one element of the CW shows. So obviously that the CW universe, like they're not as like they don't have the budget of like a feature film, right? So you can just see that
obviously.
from like the Flash ka costume
I
or
you
Arrow ka
can you can
costume.
really see that. I
Yeah, but I enjoy them. I enjoy them a lot. Once you just accept
ah
the
that
fact that that's what you're getting, like you have to look past the oh my god quality इतना अच्छा नहीं है, but you just have to kind of enjoy that it's fine quality अच्छा नहीं है, but I am getting a lot of like a lot of it, and in a lot of that there's a lot of good stuff.
mm.
Like at
Yeah, I
least
can imagine.
like for Flash fans, even if Flash fans don't like the CW Flash show that much, which they probably would because the show has done really well, you at
Mm.
least got a relatively well made Flash show which understands the characters and does stuff with him compared to the movie which has been in development before the Flash TV show started.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller, I remember, I
Oh,
think.
wasn't there a thing Ezra Miller came on the Flash show as Flash?
Yeah, in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, he made a
I
cameo.
saw that clip. That was cool.
And that's also another thing, right? That Warner is now kind of aware of the fact that they have such disparate shows and all that. So they're using the multiverse branding just because A, they're a little bit more aware. So they can just say, and B, they're a little bit smarter now. Like it's just smart because it brings in everyone, right? Even if you, as someone who wasn't interested in the CW universe, right? just because like Ezra Miller makes a cameo there, and then in the Flash movie they might name drop the CW universe, and that, oh, you know what, I met another Flash one time or something, that will generate some amount of interest in those shows as well, even if they're not really connected. So that's a easy way to bringing new audiences. And if you connect the story threads in a good manner, in a meaningful manner, that's just a good way to drive up engagement in, like, from audiences that were not interested in these other things pehle se.
Mm.
It's like Marvel Studios, right? So let's say you've never been a Doctor Strange fan. You don't know about Doctor Strange or anything, right? But uh,
I
but
like
because
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, but let's say abhi Spider-Man mein he's gonna be there and you like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So because you watched Spider-Man, you saw Doctor Strange, now you might be more interested in checking his stuff out. So you'll be interested in checking, okay, you know what, that character's cool and the storyline is connected, so I'll also check out his movie. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what they're doing with CW and HBO Max, and it's a good move.
Okay. That's cool. So yeah, back to the thing, Superman and Lois. I feel this is the most potential a CW show has had.
Hmm.
Uh, Purely from a person who hasn't seen any of the CW shows.
So your opinion very much counts a
My
lot.
opinion, yeah, of course, it counts. So valuable it is. Okay, next topic. Before we get into the big one, um, there has been a little more traction, especially after the Snyder Cut hype and the
Hmm.
Snyder Cut announcements, for a David Ayer cut of Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
So, as most people may know, Suicide Squad went through a lot of production bullshit. There was studio interference, there was uh, studio interference, and uh, I think
Executive
there was some studio.
interference.
I think there was some studio interference also.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, basically it went through a lot of bullshit and went through a lot of reshoots, a lot of recuts. There was like different trailers and trailer houses at a different cut and focus group cuts and too much shit went wrong with the movie, and it shows in the movie if you have seen it. So now, since the Snyder cut got so now, okay, firstly, I think this is why the Snyder cut got more traction because uh, the problems that Justice League went through were way more apparent. Like
Hmm.
Snyder cut बोल रहा हूँ, Zack Snyder directly said कि
First name Snyder, last name Cut.
उसका नाम ही स्नाइडर कट हो गया है अभी.
Directed by Snyder Cut. Present
स्नाइडर
you
कट.
Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut presents Justice League the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder clearly said that I'm leaving the production because his daughter passed away and stuff. And Joss Whedon's rewrites, and now the whole Ray Fisher is his name, no?
Mhm.
He's launched investigations and stuff like that. So the problems with that are more apparent. So fans really knew that there is somewhere a original vision of this movie.
Hmm.
So it gained more traction. Suicide Squad WB has revealed basically nothing. And I'm sure they're not going to also because they know they're at fault here.
Hmm.
Ki, basically nobody knows other than the people who worked on the movie ki what the fuck went wrong. Nobody knows
So
who to
I
blame.
so I've obviously researched this because like I was reading a lot about Snyder Cut, right? So
Yeah.
just a brief this history lesson here. So what happened was when the film was being written, Suicide Squad, right? When David Ayer came aboard and they were going through story ideas and all. Originally, the villains in the Suicide Squad were gonna be the parademons, and
Yeah.
Steppenwolf was supposed to appear in this movie. Like Steppenwolf was supposed to be the villain of Suicide Squad. So like that would be a connective tissue into Justice League, right? But then of course, right after BVS came out, there were like obviously a lot of studio scuffle and rewrites across the board, not just with Justice League but with everything else, right? Because if you remember, when Suicide Squad was coming out, not after it came, was coming out, they announced a lot of projects like Birds of Prey, which came to fruition. They announced a Harley Quinn and Joker project. They announced another, I think, a standalone Joker movie or something like that. not the Walking Phoenix
Yeah,
one, because they were
yeah,
planning to use Leto in his own movie or something. So there was a lot of plans, but obviously all of that got thrown away uh, because of the rewrites and everything that happened. And Suicide Squad, the movie that David Ayer directed, there it was very similar to the movie we got, not in story, not in tone, obviously, because that got changed very much in the edit. A Joker had a bigger role. He was supposed to appear in the final act, in the final fight. But it is less of a change compared to what the Snyder cut was
yeah. Of
to the
course,
theatrical
I'm
cut.
sure it was. I'm sure.
It is much less. And David Ayer has said that also. Like he said that in the with his tweets that the thing is, like he just simply put it that listen, my movie is just a better version of the movie that came out, with more focus on characters and a little bit. It's more of a director's
Good.
cut than Snyder cut is. Yeah, in terms of
Yeah,
traditionally what we think of as a director's cut.
yeah. Snyder Cut feels like more of a different movie.
Yeah, it's like a completely different movie. So Suicide Squad, and he has said that also that it was originally much more closer to the that darker tone that we saw in that Comic Con trailer, the original
Mm,
Comic Con trailer. Remember it?
the Bohemian Rhapsody trailer.
No, no, no. The first one, which had that song. What was it called? The joke was on me. That song.
Oh yeah, don't tell me what to do, wala.
Haha, I think so. Like the Comic Con
Yeah,
trailer, the original Comic Con trailer. So that's what the movie was supposed to be. And then in the edit, they gave it to a trailer company, as you said, which is fucking weird.
yeah.
Like, why? Which is why, like, when you watch that movie, there are sequences which feel like I'm watching an ad for another movie.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the David Ayer
Slipknot's
cut.
entire appearance was it was a cameo. It wasn't a fucking role.
Has this God, that was so dumb,
It
but I
was an
love it.
Easter egg.
I love that dumb thing.
Flash
Because
in that movie had a bigger role than Slipknot. Oh,
and there was another thing when Snyder Cut was announced,
mm,
David Ayer, I think he commented under the post on Twitter like, "Oh my God" or something like that, and someone like he posted that care for a haircut or something like in a winky face, and HBO Max responded like all in due time or something like that. So they were being cheeky with each other, but I'm pretty sure
oh
that was not a
yeah, I saw. Yeah, 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 yeah.
it wasn't a
Yeah, that
confirmation or
may have
anything. It
just been
was
like a yeah,
just a fun
mm,
interaction. So,
just essay.
but just the
Uh,
fact that they did reply, right? And HBO Max, our Twitter account, you should like follow them. It's pretty fun because I like when like social media handles are very self-aware when they interact with fans in a
yeah,
non-robotic way, not just keep consumer product, but in a more like, oh, we are also hyped as you guys. Oh my God, ye dekho Snyder Cut ka
there
new
is a
photo.
person behind this
Yeah,
account.
exactly. So haircut, I would be interested, but and it would also be relatively cheaper, like much cheaper to produce than the
Much
Snyder
cheaper,
Cut.
much cheaper. So yeah, basically it got more traction because Joel Kinnaman, the guy who plays Rick Flag, uh, is he in the James Gunn one?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's too many people to keep track of.
Yeah.
So he voiced his interest in the haircut, and so that has sort of got more traction now. I won't say I'm excited for an haircut, but I would be interested just
Hmm.
to see how Warner Bros has fucked up this time. Because fuck Warner Bros. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And
Yeah, and
now
excited for new Suicide Squad. Speaking of Suicide Squad, this brings us into our uh
H-
the biggest topic.
the HBO Max sizzle reel, which they uploaded, I think they uploaded it earlier today, or yesterday.
I don't know when.
I think it
I
was
think
earlier
it's not
today.
even been 24 hours or something.
Oh yeah,
So
this was
HBO
uploaded
Max
6 hours
basically
ago. Yeah, like
really?
the video. Yeah, that trailer. Yeah. So HBO Max put out a kind of like a trailer scissor reel on Twitter, which basically gave snippets across. basically their entire lineup throughout the year, announcing that we're gonna release movies in theaters and on HBO Max together. So let's go through the whatever stuff
So
was
so
got
yeah,
shown.
they yeah. So I have a full list here.
Hmm.
Where the list is actually very extensive, very very extensive. We're gonna go over the stuff we find interesting.
Hmm.
Uh, so speaking of Suicide Squad, let's just get Suicide Squad out of the way. There was some new footage of Suicide Squad in it. New footage of a lot of movies actually, but Suicide Squad I think had quite a majority of it.
Hmm.
Um, we finally got to see Idris Elba and John Cena in their roles,
Hmm.
which was awesome. Um, their clip was used by HBO Max to try and be cool about what they're doing.
Yeah,
Uh, where it's what does Idris Elba say? No, nobody
something,
likes.
and John Cena's like, this
Uh,
is gonna be dope as f, and then he cuts off.
yeah, nobody likes a show off
Yeah, 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 yeah,
or
yeah,
something. And then John Cena goes, "They do when they're dope as like they couldn't even complete the thing in the
yeah, yeah.
why?
Yeah, because
You're a
it's
streaming service."
but that doesn't exempt you from like sharing mature content
And I'm
on
pretty
Twitter,
sure
because
uh,
this is a sizzle
so
reel of everything. It's not uh,
oh god,
it's not
Twitter,
promoting the
fucking
movie
Twitter.
itself. No, it's not Twitter ka fault. It's not like Twitter will ban you. You can literally find porn on Twitter. I'm saying they did it because they did it because
I'm not the
don't look
Twitter
at me
user
like
in
that.
this duo.
I'm just saying you can. I'm not saying I did. No,
Yeah.
no. Twitter really like they don't have like too much of a strict policy regarding like mature content anything. Like they'll obviously hide it and all,
Okay.
but because this
So
is
then
more
why?
of a no, hide it as in it like you have the option to click show this thing. Like they'll say this is not safe for work. Do you want to view it? It's
No,
like
no,
that.
no. That's fine. So then why couldn't they say fuck in the trailer?
Because they're also promoting fucking Tom and Jerry inside it in that sizzle reel. That sizzle reel is not for like just HBO Max. Like it's for entirety of Warner Brothers 2021 slate, and that has to be more accessible. It's just simple logistics
Mm,
and audience analytics. Simple as that. But we do know,
it's
like, don't worry, Suicide Squad is R-rated. It's fun. It'll be fun.
yeah, it's Suicide Squad. I'm damn excited for because
Yeah.
I never
When
thought I would be able to say this sentence again
yeah, yeah,
after 2016.
yeah,
I'm
when
excited for Suicide Squad.
that Joel Kinnaman himself, no, he said in some interview that, oh yeah, it's super fun and super R-rated and very funky and dark and all that.
Yeah,
And it's James Gunn, so of course, James Gunn
and it's
doing an
James Gunn. The
R-rated
the
comic
video
book
you
movie.
showed me today.
Oh yes, but I'll search the name right. So okay, for all the James Gunn fans out there,
For
right?
anyone listening or watching or whatever, just the fucking what's it called?
So
Yes, James Gunn's PG porn roadside assistance. It is on YouTube. Please watch this. Please, please, please watch this. It is the most James Gunn thing you will ever see. So,
also it has Sasha Grey in it, so of course you're gonna watch it.
so there is so much more incentive to watch. Um, but yeah, so obviously super excited for Suicide Squad. Uh, we're not gonna go over the cast. There's too many people. We're not gonna. I don't even know what's gonna happen in the movie. None of those details have been revealed. But from
Hmm.
whatever footage I have seen, it looks super stylized. It looks super cool. Uh, and I have full faith in James Gunn that he's gonna do a good job. So,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, yeah, and what I found interesting about this was I'm more interested to see how this will fit into the DCEU because they have said ki it's not exactly a sequel, but it's not exactly a reboot or a remake either.
Yeah.
So even they're not too clear on what it is. I think, and plus it's James Gunn. When James Gunn is behind something, you really don't care about these kind of things.
What I
You know
like
it's gonna be
because like
fun.
DC is less concerned with canon in general now. They're just like giving
That's
filmmakers
good.
free
That's
reign
good.
to do whatever they want. So that's good.
Yeah, so which is good. So yeah, Suicide Squad had new footage, which is awesome. What else had new footage? Okay, now I'm going back to the top of the list. Um, there is a movie called Locked Down.
Yeah.
It is a heist movie rom-com mashup.
Hmm. Clearly,
So we're going
Oscar
to
bait.
skip that. Is it Oscar bait? Because oh yeah, it is Oscar bait. It stars Anne Hathaway, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Ben Stiller.
Fuck it is, I was just joking. मैं ऐसे ही बोला. I didn't know anything about the movie.
uh, yeah, no, I don't think it's Oscar bait because it's the director of Edge of Tomorrow and Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Listen,
Yes.
listen, every.
So, so yeah, I saw this. Yeah, like I just saw the title slate or something of it, and I'm like, okay, whatever, fuck it. This is what I'm really pissed about: Tom and Jerry.
Hmm.
Tom and Jerry is getting a live action reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it.
Just
It's
call it a
boy,
movie.
it's Space Jam,
Yeah, yeah. Space Jam with Tom and Jerry,
where
basically.
it's live action this thing. And uh, I
Cartoon
mean, so okay,
characters in live action
Michael
world.
Pena, yeah, that's what which I'm really concerned about. How are they gonna pull off the violence of Tom and Jerry in a live action setting? I am really concerned. Uh,
I
I don't think
remember.
this is gonna be good.
I
Obviously.
remember that Tom and Jerry ka trailer came out on the same day as that Snyder Cut ka second like updated trailer came out, and
Hmm.
you know that meme where this is good, but I want this.
But
I just put that out. The Snyder Cut. This is good, but I want Tom
life
and
is
Jerry,
good, but it
but
can
it
be
can be
better.
better.
Haha,
So,
references. So yeah, Tom and Jerry is gonna suck. I don't want it to suck, but I just know it's gonna suck. Michael Pena is in it, so that's a good thing. But the rest of it is gonna suck. I just know it's gonna fucking suck. Um, and we mentioned Space Jam,
yeah,
which is also coming.
that's also coming.
Fucking Space Jam. Who asked for Space Jam, dude? It's
Listen,
called Space Jam: A New Legacy.
wait. I'm just gonna
You
Google
know,
it.
over the years, my appreciation for the original Space Jam has actually grown. It's become like a kind of guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, definitely.
and you know, it's like a popcorn movie. You can just watch it for time pass. What the fuck is this? I never watched Space Jam and go, you know what? Sequel would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're clearly just like banking on a nostalgia for that universe, and like obviously, like these movies, like stuff like Tom and Jerry, Space Jam, and all, they're not really aiming for like highbrow, amazing movies or anything. They're just aiming for a fun time. 2 घंटा आओ,
Total
chill करो,
cash
popcorn खाओ.
grab. I know,
Everything
but
by that logic, every movie ever made is a cash grab because they're made to make
yeah, but at
money.
least other movies have something of value.
There is
This
value
is
in Tom
Space
and
Jam:
Jerry.
A New Legacy. No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about Space Jam.
in
I
Space
know
Jam
there is
also.
value in Tom and
हाँ
Jerry.
तो
Tom and Jerry, the value is Tom and Jerry and Michael Pena. Here it's LeBron James.
is cartoon characters in a live action movie. It's just
I
popcorn खाओ, दिमाग
know.
बंद करो, देखो, chill करो. It's just that. Nothing more,
I
nothing
know.
less.
It's just. It's. Yeah, this is.
Listen, it's gonna come out. The filmmakers are
Dune.
gonna make a lot of money.
Uh,
People are gonna spend money on the service. Everyone's gonna make money except you. So stop complaining. Or
why do you
maybe
think
that's
I'm
why you're
pissed?
complaining.
Why do you think I'm pissed?
So basically, you're saying you wanted a credit on that movie.
I want money for watching this movie, for sitting through this movie. I want my rewards.
HBO Max starting at minus $15 a month.
We will pay you to watch us. Please. We already look desperate from our trailer, please.
Yeah.
Okay, moving
Okay.
on. There is Mortal Kombat.
Hmm.
So Mortal Kombat is getting another live action movie. I say another because have you seen the original two? They are
Oh yeah.
masterpieces. Don't you dare say anything
No,
against
no,
them.
they're good. They're good. They're
Um,
amazing.
they are just um So there's a new Mortal Kombat movie coming live action, and I'm also not too sure of that.
Hmm.
More because there was just one moment in the trailer that they showed, which was someone pointing to a picture and saying, "This is Mortal Kombat," and I seriously flash back to, so what are we, some kind of Suicide
Suicide
Squad?
Squad.
And I'm just sure, sure. Um,
Oh, have you seen the actual trailer for that? That also released like last week or
Not
something.
the whole trailer. Fuck, I didn't know the trailer was out. I would have seen it early.
Hmm.
Um, okay, I mean, I'll guess I'll watch it. But from whatever I saw in this HBO Max trailer, Stick.
See, it's a Mortal
Not
Kombat
even
movie. What do
kidding.
you even expect? Like Mortal Kombat, just that the source material itself doesn't really lend itself to a Shakespearean tale of love and
If this
tragedy.
is not R-rated, no,
Oh, it should be.
I'm
Wait, I'm
going to
just
be
searching that.
so pissed because imagine a Mortal Kombat movie without the fatalities.
Combat movie R rate. Is it R
That was
rated?
the
Let me just
entire
check.
reason these games were popular,
Yeah.
or like one of the biggest reasons.
Yeah, it's R rated. Yeah. It is R
Thank
rated.
fuck.
Yep. Entertainment Weekly, they actually
Who
posted some photos before that trailer came out, so they confirmed that it's R
who's
rated.
directing?
Simon McQuaid, it's his first feature film. He's done ad stuff before, and I think a short.
They should have got Sam Raimi. Um,
Okay. You said that it's like that should just be a gif of you. They should get Sam Raimi. Just play that in
have you
front of
seen
every
Evil Dead,
studio.
fucker? Have you seen Evil Dead? Can you
Yeah.
imagine the director of Evil Dead doing a Mortal Kombat movie? Bro, the fatalities would be so much better than what they were in Mortal Kombat 11. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so
What
Mortal Kombat
else?
is coming. It's gonna be a popcorn movie.
Hmm.
Godzilla versus Kong. That's the most recent one which is coming, I think.
Hmm.
And gonna be such a popcorn movie. I hope it's action. I can't believe I'm saying this. I hope it's more like Transformers and not like Rampage. Have you seen Rampage?
I know about it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so Rampage, there's literally just 20 minutes of actual like action and disaster and big set piece entertaining
Just 20
shit.
minutes of rampaging.
Exactly,
Oh
in a movie
God.
called fucking Rampage, and the rest of it is like finding out shit about the monster and things like that.
Uh,
But I hope this is full on just action throughout the movie. It should just be action. I don't care
mhm.
about Millie Bobby Brown. I don't care about any of the rest of the cast except for Edza Gonzalez. She's very nice, but you get what I'm saying. I got hung up on Edza Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Uh,
I knew it by the trailer. I didn't know she was in the movie. I knew just about Millie
Neither
Bobby
did
Brown.
I. Can you imagine my reaction?
Pause. Enhance.
Like, it's her. She should have had at least 75 more shots in the trailer. Fuck Kong and Godzilla. Who wants to see them? Uh, but yeah, also there are like some inaccuracies or something because apparently
Hmm.
Kong is 200 feet shorter than Godzilla in like canon, and here they're the same size.
So, have you seen the movies before this? There were like 3 or 4 movies before this. No, there was Kong
Skull
Skull
Island
Island. There were two
and the two
Godzilla
Godzilla
movies.
movies.
That's all.
Yeah,
No, I haven't seen
yeah,
any
three
of them.
movies. Not even the first Godzilla.
But like the OG
Matlab the
98 Gods.
no, Bryan Cranston wala, abhi wala.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't seen that. No,
Oh
with
wow, okay.
Elizabeth Olsen and that guy. No,
And Aaron
Aaron
Taylor
Taylor.
Johnson.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Where they're playing husband and wife here, which is so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they don't watch it. It's fine.
The thing
Um,
is, so I watched the trailer because obviously there was so much hype and it's Kong versus Godzilla, right? So it looks fine and all to me. I'm just not too excited because I don't really connect with the like because like I don't know what exactly is going on. It's like watching BVS ka trailer without watching any DC movie ever. Kind of
but
like that.
that's the thing with Godzilla. You don't really need to know.
Huh, but they're doing that thing where you're gonna
And
follow a group of humans who are gonna have their own drama and you don't know what the fuck is going on because of previous movies. So,
and you know, here's my problem with the Godzilla movie. That drama was actually good
hmm.
until, so you know which character dies.
No, नहीं चलेगा, बोल दे, it's fine.
Okay, spoiler alert for Godzilla. So in the middle, Bryan Cranston dies,
Okay.
and he's like the sort of him and Aaron Taylor Johnson's like whole bond and shit. That was actually pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That their banter or whatever, their bonding, that was actually keeping the movie going. There was some momentum to like
Okay.
dramatic wise.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the middle of the movie, he dies, and there's no point to his death.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's just for
There's
shock
no
value.
like, it's just he dies.
Okay.
Not even shock value. He just, it's not like out of nowhere he dies or something.
Ah.
He just dies. There's no
Wow.
point. Nothing changes in the movie. It would have played out the exact same if he was there. So why not just fucking keep him there? It's Bryan Cranston. You have Bryan Cranston. In the first thing he's done after Breaking Bad ended.
Oh,
Can you
wow, that
imagine?
must suck. Oh, by the way, so
Fucking
since you've
hell.
seen these movies, uh, like obviously, are they like, are any of the human characters from the previous movies in the trailer?
The there are characters from Godzilla 2 in it.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't seen Godzilla 2. So I strategically didn't watch Godzilla. I felt Godzilla 2, from all that I saw and from what people told me, that movie was like Rampage,
Yeah, Godzilla 2,
where
I
there was
did
very
not hear
little
good stuff.
Godzilla in it.
Yeah.
So this, I'm hoping Godzilla versus Kong is just, it should be Hobbs and Shaw,
Oh man. Oh,
which
that
also had
was,
Edza Gonzalez.
yeah. Yeah. You know, Hobbs and Shaw, when I saw that, like obviously, like from the trailers, we were like, okay, they are going full superhero in the Fast and Furious universe. But
Yeah.
then I saw it, and it kind of,
Yeah, where Idris Elba is basically Superman.
he's like the Winter Soldier. He's literally
I
Winter
love Hobbs
Soldier.
and Shaw.
And I'm like,
I
you know,
fucking love that movie. It's so like, it knows it's dumb
it is
and it
amazing.
embraces it. Fucking awesome. And it had Edza Gonzalez
Yeah. It's a
just
good,
for a scene, but whatever.
that was a fun movie.
So yeah, so I'm hoping Godzilla versus Kong is just all out action monster fun. Um, that's the most recent one coming. That got
Mm.
it's coming in May.
March,
Uh,
March.
March, sorry, March.
So they it was going to release on March 26th or something. Then it got
And
pushed
then in the
back.
US, it got pushed back by 5 days, but everywhere else, it's releasing normal day.
So like there was talk that because they're also doing Snyder Cut in March, so it's a good way, like put out two big blockbusters on HBO
Too
Max
big
and
on block.
drive up.
That is a good business decision.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, there's Godzilla versus Kong. Then there is Conjuring 4.
Oh yeah,
3. Sorry, 3.
three, right?
Uh,
3.
yeah, 3. Called The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It.
It's like,
Uh,
imagine if the movie turns out bad. The director, the devil made me do it, guys. The devil being Warner Brothers. It's right there in the title.
did the devil make you do Annabelle, The Nun, and Curse of La Llorona also?
Oh shit, La Llorona was a movie in that universe. I forgot. I've seen
Yeah.
Conjuring 1 and 2. I've seen Annabelle Creation. I haven't seen any of the other
Annabelle
ones.
Creation apparently was supposed to be the good one.
Annabelle Creation is
I thought it
good,
was
and
fine. I
and
thought it
that
was
was
okay.
that was a really good date movie. I'm telling you. I did see the first Annabelle. वो चल रहा था. Like, you know what? Let's go. That was fun
Uh,
time.
nice. So, so yeah, there is and I'm more skeptical on this because James Wan is not returning
Yeah, who's
for
doing this one?
this. Uh,
I'm looking up.
it doesn't say over here.
Michael Chaves. He has done not. He did La Llorona. Shit. Wait, film. Yeah, he directed La Llorona. He is doing this one,
Did he also
and
write La Llorona?
no, he didn't write that or this one. He's just directing. Oh
Okay.
wait, La Llorona was his feature film directorial debut. So you can
Oh
kind of cut him
wow.
some slack for that one, but this one he really
Yeah, yeah. That
should
that
have
movie was
learned.
not the director's fault. That was totally script. Fuck all
Acha.
script. Um. So this is being directed by the same guy. Do you have any idea who's writing it?
देखता हूँ.
Let's check.
The thing is with studio movies like this, there's so much like
I know there is a
rewrite
lot of
work.
interference and there's a
No, no,
lot of
not
rewrites, but
interference. But like there's a lot of okay. James Wan is credited for the story alongside two other people, and one of them has written the screenplay. So, guy who has written the screenplay, uh, okay, he has a good relationship with Warner Brothers. He wrote Rat of the Titans. He wrote Conjuring 2, Aquaman, this one, and then Aquaman 2. He's writing co-written. All of them co-written with other people.
ew. Um.
That's actually relatively like
So.
one thing I've seen with like the studios and certain writers relationships they've had is
Hmm.
because like it's clear that these people are really good with accepting studio notes and merging it with existing story material because uh, like obviously they're not like amazing highbrow movies, right? Aquaman is a fun movie, but like from a writing perspective it's not like oh my god best written thing ever or Conjuring 2 even, but uh, it just speaks more about their relationship with the studio and that the studio like it's my go-to guy for the studio. Yeah, ठीक है,
Hmm.
we'll have this other guy who has written a couple of films before. We'll just have him do our this thing, just come in, rewrite some pages or co-write the screenplay with other people. So I don't think it really speaks anything about the quality as such. It could be really good, it could be really bad. We don't.
Out of the Conjuring universe, at least the Conjuring movies have been
Yeah.
good, so that there is some hope there. Okay, so there's that. There's a new movie called In the Heights,
Hmm.
which is a musical coming made by Lin Manuel Miranda of Hamilton fame. Um, Excited for that just because it's Lin Manuel Miranda. I love the guy. Um, so there's that. There is Dune.
Dune, much to the dismay of Danny Villeneuve on HBO Max.
Dennis Villeneuve.
Fuck. That guy, he. Did you read the op-ed he wrote on, was it
Yeah, I
THR?
did. I did.
Oh, fuck. Like, if you thought Chris Nolan was being harsh on Warner Bros., you should read that.
That dude, Chris. That's because it's Nolan. The
Yeah.
one emotion he has is chill.
Yeah. Oh my
Villeneuve is
God.
like, dude, he ripped into them.
Yeah.
Shit. And I completely feel him. I'm totally with him on it. I don't care about what business, what financial. Fuck it. Um.
You kind
So
of
yeah,
have to
Dune.
because then you wouldn't get any movie if you
Yeah,
really don't give a
I
fuck
know
about
that it's
financials.
it's sad. It's sad, but yeah. Um. So yeah, Dune is coming. Dune. I will have to rewatch the old one. Uh, and then this, from what I have seen from the trailer, obviously looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm going into it completely blind. I'm not
And
gonna read the
it's
book,
it's
not gonna watch the
Dennis.
old one. I'm just gonna go into it completely blind. And it looks amazing.
And it's Dennis. He has
Yeah.
given us no reason to be skeptical.
Yep.
Uh this should be awesome. Then Matrix 4. So up till now there was a thing ki Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 were going to release on the same day. However, we
Yeah.
haven't heard from John Wick 4 too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Probably because of pandemic, Keanu can give time only to one.
Hmm.
Um, Speaking of Keanu, he's awesome in Cyberpunk. Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So Madhav is playing Cyberpunk right now. He started it
Finally,
recently.
I'm on Act 2. Abhi, I have met Jackie.
Okay. Wait,
So
Jackie is in Act One only. No, wait, Act.
no, Act 1 is sorry, not Jackie. Fuck, what am I saying? Not Jackie.
Johnny. That's
No,
Keanu, Johnny Silverhand. Who do you?
the romantic interest.
Judy. Oh my god.
Not Judy, the other
Which
one.
one? Pan Am.
Pan Am.
You went from Jackie to Johnny to Judy to Pan Am.
Big game. Okay, there's a lot to remember.
How did it? Gamer.
Dude, so many characters.
How did you
Pan
like
Am.
Pan Am's uh, introduction? The angle which they went
Yes,
with.
I know what you're talking about. Quite nice.
Yeah. We're
But yeah,
gonna talk
Pan Am is
about
cool.
that like after we're gonna have a whole
We
big
will,
episode on it.
we will. Oh, buddy, we're gonna talk about this game. Um, so yeah, just that was just a side note. Keanu's awesome in Cyberpunk.
Wait, hold up. I
Um,
just learned that okay, I have that Matrix ka page open, Wikipedia, Matrix 4 ka.
hmm.
So we have obviously Keanu returning, Carrie Ann Moss returning, Jada Pinkett Smith, Lambert Wilson, Daniel
Most
Bernhardt.
likely फिर Morpheus भी आएगा यार.
Yeah, he's not credited yet, but like I
He's
would
not yet,
imagine.
but he
But
has to come back.
here's the thing. I'm surprised. What's this guy's this thing? Wait. So the guy from Aquaman, remember Black Manta, that actor,
Hmm.
Yaha Abdul Mateen. So that guy is return. That guy is in this movie. Neil Patrick Harris is in the movie. Priyanka Chopra is in the movie. I just learned that now. Wikipedia पे लिखा है. Uh,
Okay, see, Neil Patrick Harris, I still get that. Feels more like a
he's fine. I'm fine. I don't care. Priyanka
Edgar Wright
Chopra.
and Nicholas Winding Refn appearing in Death Stranding.
Huh.
It feels like that because Neil
Uh-huh.
Patrick Harris seems like the type of actor. Why the fuck Priyanka Chopra? Why?
I
Has Hollywood not learned their lesson with Quantico and Baywatch?
Or is she the only like mainstream Indian actress they think exists?
Diverse.
Yeah.
Look how diverse we are. Fuck
You know, I
you.
was gonna like Netflix pe tha and I saw this that was snippet of We Can Be Heroes, right? Which has Pedro Pascal is in it, no? I think.
I have no idea.
No, wait. I wanna check this because we can be. You remember Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Of course.
So this is kind of a sequel to that. It's in the same universe. They have grown up. So
Is
yeah,
Robert Rodriguez directing?
it's out on Netflix. It has Pedro Pascal and Priyanka Chopra
What?
and those people returning.
Wait, what's it called?
We Can Be Heroes. Just look up like photos or what something.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to. But yeah.
I am watching the shit out of this. Shark Boy and Lava Girl is one of the best worst movies ever made.
Yes. And apparently the movie is done fine. 73% on Rotten Tomatoes.
73 on Rotten Tomatoes, but 4.7 on IMDb.
IMDb and audience scores, you know how I feel about them. They don't matter.
Yeah, I know. And even
At
the
all.
Rotten Tomatoes thing is like not the actual score
Yeah.
in a sense. But yeah, coming back to Matrix. अच्छा होगा
अभी डाउन हो गया ना प्रियंका चोपड़ा सुन के.
Priyanka.
That's so bad.
I hope she has like a very very small role, like she did in Baywatch.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna have like an exposition dump. Like, oh, there's this
Obviously,
mysterious
dude.
woman we have to go to explain some shit, and she's gonna come in and
Have you
explain the thing and
seen
fuck
the
off.
Matrix movies?
Yes.
That's what most of the characters are. Exposition dumps.
I just remember, like, I remember elements from all of them, but like first one I remember the most clearly because that's the one I've seen more than others. I kind of discount the other ones. Like whenever I think Matrix, I just think of the first movie. I don't think of the second and third.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I can't.
unfortunately don't think of the second and third. It's like, so that happens with me and Jurassic Park, where I never think of the other two, or
Yeah,
the the two after that. We have to do a Jurassic World episode one day.
Oh
Um,
God.
so yeah, so Matrix 2, I'm still like fine with. It's not great. It's just average.
Hmm.
Matrix 3 was shit.
Okay.
So so hopefully Matrix 4 and Wachowskis are returning, right?
Yeah, they are returning.
Because Keanu had said he won't come back if Wachowskis are
Yeah,
not.
they are directing it. I wanna
Um,
see if they are also writing it or what. Um,
Wachowskis का थोड़ा आजकल track record has been spotty,
wait, no, wait, it's directed by Lana Wachowski only.
but it's written by both of them, or
No, Lana Wachowski is like there's three written credits and one of them is Lana Wachowski.
oh,
Hmm. So
okay,
I'm
that's
checking. Where's the thing? Production, right? Wachowski told
uh,
the co-collaborator, blah 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 blah. Um, getting these people to star. Neither of the Wachowskis were involved at that stage in 2017. Although the studio had hoped for their blessing. Then stuff happened. My God, कितना बकचोदी था. In March 2018, Penn said he was working on a revival, blah blah blah, whatever. So anyway, one of them is coming back and all. So cool.
have you seen Sense8,
I know about
the
it. I haven't
show?
seen it.
Okay, so I was so that's like the last thing they made or something.
Hmm.
Apparently that was good. I haven't seen it, but
Yeah, I've
everything
heard.
that came before
Hmm.
has not been so good.
Yeah.
Namely, Jupiter Ascending, Cloud Atlas, and Speed Racer.
Speed Racer. Amazing.
Yeah,
But not in a good
in
way.
a sense. In
Huh.
yeah. Okay, got you. Yes. Um, but yeah, Cloud Atlas and fuck off. So, hopefully she can do something good with this. Um, okay, moving on. There is the Boondocks. This I know you don't know about, but I'm really
Hmm.
excited. Boondocks. If anyone hasn't doesn't know about this, Boondocks is an animated show. Uh, please check it out if you can find it anywhere. It is one of the best satirical shows ever made. It's fucking hilarious, and there is a new Boondock series which has been commissioned. It's been given a 2 season order and 150-minute special. The only details that have been revealed is that the three main characters, Riley, Huey, and their grandfather, are set to return. Uh, for any Boondocks fans listening, this is awesome news because we wanted more like forever. Uh, so yeah, a new Boondock series is coming. That's awesome. Super excited for that.
Nice.
Side note, also thing, Friends reunion special is coming.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an unscripted reunion. I don't know what the fuck is gonna
It's
happen,
so
but
Friends reunion
whatever.
is not a so at first I thought it's like a special episode, right? Where like they're returning as characters and
It's
all.
not.
It's
Apparently, it's
not.
not.
It's more of
It's
a
just
just the
the
actors coming
actors
together and
coming back together and shit like that.
which you
Whatever.
know what? Which
Fine.
I think that
Uh,
can be just a YouTube video. Why does it need to be a HBO Max special thing? Like if it's just the actors coming and talking about the thing.
Money.
Yeah. But like that just sounds lazy. Like if you're gonna get them all together, you're gonna call it a reunion, then
Space Jam 2 can also be a YouTube video.
no, their money goes into that shit. Okay, actual money goes into that shit. Aside from just paying the actors and all.
I'm just happy there weren't rumors of casting Kobe.
Oh god.
Isn't it fucked that we're like talking about that the anniversary of their death? It was like today or
Hmm.
yesterday or something, so we're like kind of cutting it close.
God damn.
Uh, oh my god, the best!
और
How
क्या?
did we miss this news? Gossip Girl reboot.
Ah, yes, of course. Never seen
So
it, but
hyped.
really hyped about it. It's
This is gonna be the
uh
best show ever. Fuck Dune. Fuck Godzilla versus Kong. Fuck Suicide Squad. This is what HBO Max is gonna make money on.
that's where the Max from HBO Max comes in. Okay.
uh,
Oh god.
is
What
there anything else
else?
before the last one?
I'm reading through the thing.
because there is the big one.
Wait, देख रहा हूँ मैं. Every month, ये रहा. Oh, this thing also, the Little Things, no? I think that's by Warner Brothers, which is
Yeah,
coming
the
out in
little
theaters
things
in a couple of days.
in a few days. Yeah, so that's like the first thing to come.
Yeah, that looks
January
interesting.
29th,
Yeah,
literally like
29th.
tomorrow. So,
Okay, I'm going through that
uh,
end of that stinger where they reveal all the titles. Mortal Kombat,
yeah.
Those Who Wish Me Dead, Conjuring. Okay, Suicide Squad. Oh, there's a Hugh Jackman movie coming. That seems interesting.
Oh yeah, I saw. I obviously just saw the clip of that. I don't know what
Hmm.
movie it is.
Space Jam,
Um.
wait, Matrix. What else? You're saying there's another one?
Oh, Michael Mann is doing a crime drama called Tokyo Vice. That sounds fun
Hmm.
because Michael Mann is fucking awesome. It
Mm-hmm.
stars Ansel Elgort and Ken Watanabe.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. And finally, the big one, Snyder Cut.
Yeah, which they did not show in
Because
the
there is
thing
not
because it's
because
not
yeah
Warner
they
Brothers
didn't
Pictures. It's HBO Max
yeah
production.
it's now
But
HBO Max, which is weird but okay whatever. Now so let's talk about Snyder Cut because there's not enough people talking about Snyder Cut on the internet.
yes, बोल भैया
Uh,
क्या चाहिए बता. I'm here.
तू बता, you're the
So
like
we're supposed to get a trailer soon. I'm thinking February first week or something. We'll get a poster and trailer because like Snyder had said
okay.
that a new trailer is coming soon, and that'll be the final trailer, and then the movie in March.
Oh yeah, and finally it has become a movie. It's no longer a
Yeah,
4-part miniseries.
yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
fuck. I really wanted a 4-hour movie of this.
I was
Um,
surprised actually. Also, I was a little confused because, like the way he phrased it. No, someone asked him on Vero, "Ki like,
hmm,
is it still a show or is it a movie?" And Snyder just said, uh, "It's one shot." Like he just said one shot or something. So I thought he just meant like watch it in one go or something in that vein, or watch the movie version when it comes out, because initial plan was 4 episodes and then a movie compiling everything.
hmm,
But now it's been confirmed basically that it's a movie, 4-hour movie, which
which is
actually
great.
kind of makes less sense from HBO Max perspective, because that episodic nature made a lot of sense. Like have
Yeah, I
people
know. From
subscribe for
a
a month,
yeah,
watch it every
yeah,
week and all. It would, but obviously from a production standpoint, I think they realized that, because like from an editing perspective, there's a lot
yeah.
of
Boy,
difference.
that's what I was saying because if they would have to split it up into 4 parts, I'm assuming they would have had to end each part in like a big way,
Hmm.
in a way that wants makes you want to watch the next episode, obviously. And I
Hmm.
don't think the story is constructed that way.
Yeah, exactly. So, and when he was doing reshoots, no, around October or something, they were doing like extra. He said like I've only shot like 5 minutes worth of extra footage or something. I thought that was for not just pickups but also to make some material for those like extra cliffhangers for the episodes. Like just have like you could just
Ah,
do that
okay.
easily, right? Like let's say there's a group scene of the Justice League and like they're going over something, and you can just have a one, like just a close up of Ben Affleck saying something sinister and then you end the episode. But
Yeah.
clearly that's not the case. So I'm fine. You know what? Give me, as Zach said in some interview, I just want to drink the elixir of Justice League. Pura 4 ghante ka, give it to me.
Same.
I
I
am
really
so
just
ready
want
for it.
to. We've talked about our expectations. I'm just excited. I just want fun superhero shit happening.
Hold up. Did you say fun for a Zack Snyder movie? Excuse me. Excuse me. What? Do you mean Justice League because that was fun? Sir,
That
sir.
was not Zack Snyder. That was Joss Whedon.
But then you just use the word fun relating to something which is Zack Snyder. Sir, thoda expectation management, sir. You know what? Also,
What
I
are you
think
expecting?
it's not gonna be fun. It'll be fun as in, oh look, the vision
I'm
that
not
Snyder made.
saying light-hearted fun. I'm not saying Ragnarok fun. I'm just saying
Oh, well.
superheroes and supervillains just fucking exploding over each other.
Oh yes. That also sounds wrong, but I'm down for it.
That could also be the new James Gunn.
Suicide Squad. We call it that because they're exploding over each other. It just writes itself. So, uh, what was talking about? Snyder Cut ka something? No. So yeah, excited about that. Oh yeah. So I remember when. So there's been this story that's been going around that when he was shooting the movie in 2016, he kind of had to shoot two versions. One his own actual movie that he wanted to make, and one with some studio notes and all. Right, like make it a little bit more lighthearted, put some jokes in there. Like you remember when the original trailer where Aquaman picks up Batman and like Bruce Wayne, and he
Ah,
just says, "You talk to. I've heard you talk to fish." That thing, which doesn't really sound like something Snyder would write on his own. Like
yeah,
he's had some funny moments throughout, like Alfred ka witty comments about Bruce Wayne and BVS and all, right? So like, but that felt like the studio said, "Hey, idhar ek joke dalna." So I feel like we might not, that might be cut away, like because this is completely his thing now. He can
hmm,
just put in anything he wants from his shoots.
right.
So I'm just excited. Just
That's
give me a cohesive movie. It might be bad, but it will be cohesively
yeah,
bad. It will be one guy's
yeah.
vision. It will have professional editing and sound and VFX, unlike that theatrical cut. You know, I've seen that movie so many times. The theatrical cut. I I
I know
can
you
I
have.
can I can point out to you like so many areas where oh यहाँ पर इन्होंने dialogue अलग से add किया है. Like it will be just the back of the head of some character, and they're just bobbing,
And they
and
just
they
yeah,
add
yeah,
some
yeah.
joke or
I know.
something, and
Yeah,
you know
yeah, yeah,
okay
yeah.
okay yeah, this is not reshoots even.
There's been some patchwork
A
over there.
lot, a lot. So yeah,
So yeah.
excited about Snyder Cut, and that's
Um,
about it, I guess. HBO Max is a big thing. Of course, it has to be
yeah,
because every other service is going very ballistic throughout the year.
yeah. They're just all streaming services are just going ape shit right now.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah. So thank you for watching or listening. And what's the next video you're thinking? It might be the Cyberpunk review. Could be.
Depends because I am playing it quite slowly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take your time.
So
Aram
there
se
may
khel.
be a movie in the middle or something, or we
Hmm.
might just do one of these if we're like starved for content.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye.